Hi guys, today I will be sharing with you a few of the most mind-boggling conspiracy theories about the sitcom Friends. That can help you explain some potholes and of course have fun. So grab some popcorn, your favorite blanket and let us start. The first conspiracy theory is actually about the well-hidden intelligence Phoebe has. For example, she grew up on the streets but speaks perfect Italian and French. What if she just uses her intelligence to manipulate everyone? In this scene, she has to think quickly to get out of the situation. Let us see it again together.
Ross, you're right. I don't know why. I always thought this was real grass.
What if she uses this strange personality in order to seem harmless, but she is actually controlling everyone's emotions, thoughts, and actions? At this point, I am sure that Phoebe is secretly a genius, but does not have the motivation and ambition to pursue money and wealth. I have something even more disturbing for you. There is a theory that actually all of the six friends are in a mental hospital. We have all seen that they can be a little crazy over time. What if there is actually something more to add to that? What if the apartments, which are coincidentally really close, are actually the room in the psych yard? From where do they have so much time on their hands to be in the coffee house and have careers and children? What if the jobs they have are actually just hobbies that occupy their time within the mental hospital? This one is quite disturbing. What if Phoebe is hallucinating the entire time? What if she never got over the abandonment from her dad and her mother's suicide? What if she never got out of the homeless life and just stayed in Central Park, imagining her life with Joey, Monica, Chandler, Ross, and Rachel? All she ever wanted was just friends. That can explain why they looked at her like she did not even belong in there sometimes. This one is kind of an Agatha Christie's case, but do you remember Mr. Heckles? That one grumpy neighbor that was always mad about the noise? Well, apparently, the last time he went to the friend's apartment was to tell them that they are too loud, of course. When he's leaving, he said that he had to join his dinner party. A bit later, he was found dead, which means that the person that was with him actually killed him. This one is the most legit. Imagine Monica being a product of an extramarital affair. Is not that going to explain the mother-daughter connection that Monica has with her mother? The toxic one? What if at some point Judy had an affair and it resulted in having her daughter? Just look at these scenes knowing this information.
Spaghetti, please.
Yes.
Oh, we're having spaghetti. That's easy. Yeah, we know how expensive weddings can be. Besides, this may be the only wedding we got to throw.
A joke that's funny in all countries.
Like a fairyland.
I know, it's horrible, isn't it?
Well, I love it. Oh, I only hope my wedding looks this good.
I just hope.
You can let some of them go by.
The last one is a really sad one. Question: does anyone know what truly happened to Ben, Rose's son, in the last couple of seasons? He just disappeared from his life, and instead, Emma and Rachel were the new and only family that Ross had. Well, there is apparently a theory that Ross actually lost custody of Ben.
Yeah.
He is a constant character for several seasons, but as the show goes on, Ross seems to spend less and less time with his kid. Ben disappears after the 8th season and never meets his half-sister Emma on screen. There is one explanation for this drop-off. Due to the increasingly disturbing behavior, he just lost the right to see him, including trying to make out with his first cousin and sleeping with one of his students. Ross's ex-wife Carol became so fed up with his antics that she got a judge grant her full custody of Ben. And as the seasons unfold, narrowing down to the ending where he and Rachel end up in happily ever after, he seems to become completely unhinged. Did Ross's insanity hit a breaking point with his ex-wife? Well, I know one thing for sure. That was all for today. If you want to see more of this content, please subscribe and tell me in the comments which theories shall I examine next. Until then.
Los bandoleros.